The planet Kepri 9 had once been catalogued as marginally habitable, a footnote in the Galactic Survey archive. Thin atmosphere, unstable magnetosphere, poor soil chemistry. It was the kind of world corporations passed over and empires ignored. But war had a way of forcing life into the cracks. Lieutenant Elias Ward stood at the edge of a shattered transit hub, his boots crunching on blackened crystal sand. Above him, the sky burned a constant amber from ionic storms trapped in the upper atmosphere. His helmet visor flickered with warning symbols, but he ignored them. The evacuation had failed. 3 days earlier, the Coalition fleet had ordered a full withdrawal from Kepri 9 after the Virex Dominion scorched the planet's northern hemisphere. Civilian transports were supposed to take everyone off-world. But when Elias and his ground team returned to sweep the ruins, they found silence. No signals. No movement. Just debris and bones. Life signs. His scanner suddenly chirped. Elias froze. "Command," he whispered into his comm. "I've got a weak biosignature. Non-human. 2, maybe 3 meters ahead, beneath the rubble." Static answered him. The storm was blocking long-range transmission again. Elias sighed. Typical. He crouched and pried apart a collapsed alloy beam, muscles straining inside his exosuit. Underneath, he found her. She was alien, clearly so. Tall and thin, with iridescent blue-gray skin stretched tightly over protruding ribs. Her 4 eyes were clouded with pain, and her breathing came in shallow, ragged gasps. Clutched to her chest was a small bundle. A child. The mother hissed weakly when she saw him, instinctively pulling the child closer despite lacking the strength to flee. Her free hand trembled as she raised it, not in attack, but in desperate warning. "Don't take my child." Elias slowly removed his helmet, exposing his human face to the toxic air. "I'm not here to hurt you," he said softly, though he knew she likely couldn't understand his words. "I swear it." Her eyes tracked him, confusion mixing with terror. The child made a faint sound, more vibration than cry. Elias's scanner confirmed it. Severe malnutrition. Organ failure. Both of them. They had been hiding for days. Maybe longer. No food. No clean water. No hope. The mother looked at him for a long moment, then did something Elias would never forget. With shaking arms, she placed the child on the ground between them. Then she pushed the child toward him, and collapsed. Middle, the choice humanity makes. Elias didn't hesitate. He scooped the child up first, light as a bundle of rags, and activated his emergency nutrient injector, recalibrating it on the fly for alien biology. The child's skin glowed faintly as the compound entered its bloodstream. Then he turned back to the mother. She was dying. His medkit beeped angrily as it ran diagnostics. Starvation. Dehydration. Severe exposure, the AI reported. Survival probability, 12%. Elias clenched his jaw. Not acceptable. He burned through his own rations, breaking down nutrient bars and synthesizing a crude liquid the medkit could administer intravenously. His suit diverted thermal energy to warm her body, alarm screaming as power reserves dropped. Minutes passed. Then more. The mother's breathing steadied. Barely. But the child, small, fragile, alien, wrapped a tiny, clawed hand around Elias's finger and held on. When Elias finally re-established contact with command, their response was immediate and cold. "Lieutenant Ward," the commander said, "you are ordered to abandon the non-human survivors. Extraction window closes in 14 minutes. "They're civilians," Elias shot back. "They were left behind." "Negative," command replied. "They are Virex-adjacent species. Potential hostile. We cannot risk contamination." Elias looked at the alien mother, unconscious but alive. He looked at the child breathing softly against his chest. Then he did something no protocol allowed. "No," he said. Silence crackled over the comm. "Repeat, Lieutenant." "I will not abandon them," Elias said calmly. "If that means I miss extraction, so be it." "You are risking court-martial," Command warned. Elias smiled bitterly. "Then I'll explain it to the judge." He cut the channel. When the evacuation shuttle lifted off without him, Elias didn't watch it go. He focused on keeping them alive. For 2 days, he rationed oxygen, scavenged water from condensers, and shielded them from storms using wreckage and his failing suit. The child recovered faster than expected. Alien metabolisms were resilient when given even a chance. The mother woke on the 3rd day. Her eyes widened when she saw her child alive, fed, and sleeping peacefully beside her. She stared at Elias. Then she bowed her head and began to cry. The translation matrix in Elias's suit finally finished compiling her language. Her words came through soft, broken, and filled with disbelief. "You stayed," she said. "Why?" Elias shrugged. "Because we're human." The wider consequences. They were found a week later by a passing independent salvage vessel. News spread faster than Elias ever imagined. A single human soldier defying orders to save an alien mother and child on a dead world. The Virex Dominion took notice. So did the Galactic Council. The species Elias saved, the Karin, had long been considered weak. Refugees. Nomads. Easy to starve into submission. But when the Karin learned what Elias had done, something ancient stirred. The mother he saved was not just any civilian. She was Talaris, a lineage bearer, one of the few capable of producing offspring during a generational famine. Her child was a genetic key to their species' survival. And humanity had saved them. When the Virex attacked the next human colony, they were not met by human ships alone. They were met by Karin fleets. Starving fleets. Desperate fleets. Fleets that had nothing left to lose. The Karin fought like beings who knew extinction intimately, and they fought beside humans with unbreakable loyalty. The Virex were pushed back, then broken. For the first time in recorded history, the Dominion sued for peace. All because one human refused to walk away, ending what it means to be human. Years later, Elias Ward stood on a quiet hill beneath an open sky, this one blue, calm, and alive. Earth. Beside him stood Talaris, her form healthier now, her once ravaged body restored through shared human-Karin medical science. At her side was her child, no longer small, no longer fragile. The child looked up at Elias with bright, curious eyes. "You are called Ward," the child said in carefully practiced human standard. "It means guardian." Elias chuckled. "Something like that." The child considered this, then placed a small hand over its chest. "My people say humans are strange," the child continued. "You are weak alone. Your bodies break. You need air, food, warmth." Talaris smiled softly. "But when someone is suffering," she said, "you become stronger than empires." Elias looked out over the horizon, where human and alien cities now stood together. "We're not the strongest species in the galaxy," he said. "We're not the fastest. Or the smartest." He knelt so he was eye level with the child. "But we don't leave people behind," he said. "Not if we can help it." The child nodded solemnly. "Then hug him." And far beyond Earth, across 1,000 star systems, the story spread. Not of human weapons or ships or fleets, but of a single starving mother, a dying child, and one human who refused to let them die. And the galaxy learned something new that day.